You. Let's break it down. I got to refer to my slides now. All right, so on April 2nd, Memorial High School Stadium, which we're looking at a portion of a picture of. This is in Frisco, Texas. Karmelo Anthony, pictured here in his Centennial football uniform, he tries to avoid rain by stepping under Memorial's tent. Once again, Anthony is from Centennial, and he's going to step under the Warriors tent, the Memorial Warriors tent, because it is raining. He's trying to avoid the rain. Now, when he steps under the tent, Austin Metcalf tells him to leave. This is Austin Metcalf. He says, like, yo, get out of here. This is Memorial's tent. I'm paraphrasing here. So now words are exchanged under that tent where Anthony warns him, hey, if you come over here and touch me, see what happens. Basically, touch me and see what happens. He's saying this while he's reaching into his backpack, and this is the police report saying. At this point, Metcalf grabs Anthony, and Anthony stabs Austin once in the chest under that tent. Now, Austin collapses, and then his twin brother here, he rushes to his aid. There's some trainers over there. They're trying CPR on Austin, but ultimately, Austin dies at the hospital. Anthony is arrested. He's charged with murder, $1 million bond, later cut to $250,000 after some online, not hijinks though, but little protests and people wondering, why his bail was so high, considering other people in similar situations. Ultimately, bail was reduced to $250,000. Right now, he's out on bail. I believe he has an ankle monitor. A couple provisions of him not being in jail is he can't contact the Metcalf family at all. You should know that under Texas law, 17-year-olds can be charged as adults. But minors cannot face that Texas death penalty machine, nor are they eligible to face a sentence of life without parole. All right? Anthony's initial claim was self-defense to the police. He did ask if he killed Metcalf. He basically said he did what he did in self-defense. Right now, Karmelo Anthony's legal team, they are claiming self-defense and citing that there was a size difference between the two. I believe they probably had about a good 50, 60 pound, both track athletes, both football players, but Austin Metcalf, big linebacker. Karmelo Anthony, I have no idea what he played. Maybe a corner or something like that. First and foremost, let's bust up some of these rumors that are going on online. We've heard there's a rumor that the Austin twins was involved. I believe I even heard Dr. Umar saying that one of the Austin twins were involved. There's a lot of talk going around the internet, especially with situations like this. But officially, at this moment, that is not a fact. There is no credible evidence that Austin's twin brother was involved in any of those fights. That is the official word as of now. Trial comes around, something different comes out. Obviously, that's my disclaimer for this whole little segment here. Now, they're also saying that the Karmelo Anthony's family is using donation money because they received sizable donations to help his legal defense, nearing over $700,000 as I'm speaking right now. But a lot of rumors were going around saying that the family used donation money for luxury SUVs, for buying a house, and that fact has already been debunked. They were already living in their neighborhood. They had their cars and everything like that. That money is, to their say, is actually going to Karmelo Anthony's defense. And there are also rampant rumors that I've seen flying around the internet saying that Austin Metcalf actually died of an overdose, and that is not true at all. The autopsy did confirm that he died from the stab wound to his chest. It's also a rumor that this was gang-related, was a school event, and they had no prior connection. A lot of people are saying that, hey, it took place over the weekend. This wasn't a school event. And it was a school event. It was a school track event. They were wearing the school uniforms, Centennial, Memorial. They were at the Memorial Fields behind Memorial School, and that's what took it. So yes, it was a school-sanctioned event. Right now, Hunter Metcalf has nothing to do with it officially. Officially, Whistly. You might have seen me trying to sneak to the side because during all this hijinks, a white supremacist group came out. The group is called Protect White Americans, and they basically attempted to hijack this tragedy, and Austin's father had something to say about that. The guy pictured in the red tie, his name is Jack Lang. He's an ultra right-wing conservative, and I believe he is running for office somewhere in Texas. The gentleman with the with the cowboy hat on is Bruce Carter. Bruce Carter is talking with Jake Lang, founder of the group Protect White Americans, and he's at the protest over the Frisco stabbing case, and he's trying to turn this tragic event into a little camera time and a little self-promotion for whatever the hell he's doing running for office in Texas. And basically, Bruce is over here trying to tell him that, hey, this isn't right. The father, Austin Metcalf's father, doesn't believe what you're saying is right. You're being a total jerk. And this is what we're going to see play out in this video. This video is ultra compelling to watch. If you don't have any emotions after watching this on behalf of Austin Metcalf's father, then you might want to visit a doctor.
The father, Jeff Metcalf.
Okay.
And what he's asking you is to not use his son's image or likeness in what you're doing. You can do what you do, but that's not what he wants his son tied to.
Okay.
Out of respect for that family.
Now, I would ask Jeff Metcalf if he would be bold enough to act like a father of a deceased young man that was murdered instead of being somebody suppressed, worried that he's going to spark the next race riots or some type of thing. He needs to stand for righteousness, not for conflict. The consequences of righteous actions always need to be taken seriously. He needs to be righteous before he is fearful. He is acting out of fear, not out of righteousness. He should have been on the top of the bus today. He should have been standing shoulder to shoulder with me.
Are you a father?
No, I'm not.
I'm a father.
Amen.
I'm a father.
All right. It's hard for me to watch this. I'll keep playing it if you guys want me to play it. But let me check in with my peoples out there real quick. Got to check in with the gang. How about maybe over here? We live mode 3 times. Will, love, Flash, what's good? Thanks for being here. Everybody else out there that's watching, I just want to know. All right, Bruce Carter is representing Jeff Metcalf, who is Austin Metcalf's father. Austin Metcalf being the now deceased student from Memorial High School, Frisco, Texas. Jack Lang is here. This is Jack Lang. I will show you again. Gentleman, red tie, a blue suit. And Jeff Lang is doing some self-promotion for his Protect White Americans little group over there. And Bruce Carter, the man wearing the cowboy hat, is basically sending a message to Jack Lang saying, hey, listen, this is a tragic moment. The father has reached out to me and let me know that he's not in agreement with what you're doing here. He doesn't want his son's name or memory to be used in such a way that we find reprehensible. We don't want you using his name. When a grieving father makes that type of request to you, is there any other response that is like, leave my son out of this? Shouldn't be an argument. And I found that insanely cruddy. But I'll tell you what I'm going to do, because I can't watch this anymore. But they do. He ultimately bullies his way into getting Bruce Carter into calling Jeff Metcalf. And Jeff Metcalf actually has to get on the phone over speakerphone and say, hey, you jerk, stop using my, I'm paraphrasing, hey, you. Stop using my son's name in vain. It is compelling video. I do not lie to you guys about these type of things. For the YOUs out there, if you want to check it out, do it after the show. Stay with me, but here's the link right there. You're absolutely right, William. Billy Murph, you're absolutely right. He's trying to hijack a headline here. It's self-serving and it's tacky. It's tacky. That's all the words I have for that.
Okay, so Mr. Metcalf, it's JFF and then METCALF. You are Austin's father.
Yes, sir.
Easy question to start with. It's probably a tough one to answer, but how have the last 24 hours been for you and for your family and for Hunter?
That's 3 questions. So for me, it's not real yet. It hasn't sunk in. I'm just happy to stay strong so we can handle all the things that need to be handled. Arrangements, people flying in, people coming from all over. So I haven't had a chance to really grieve yet. I know at some point when this is all over and we're able to put him in the ground, then I'll probably break down and grieve that way. But right now I'm really numb and I really don't feel anything. I just have to function. And I need to be there for my son and my family. And I need to make sure I set an example for my son.
Austin, obviously, is the son, and also Hunter, who you're talking about here.
Yes, sir.
Walk me through who Austin was to you. I know that you've said so much about him, I think, in the last 24 hours here.
He would step on that field, and he would become a totally different person. His level of play was above most everyone else.
All right, so Jeff Metcalf is just going on and basically eulogizing his son, telling you what type of person he was, a go-getter, outgoing, stand-up kid. He also does mention in his interview, and when I was watching it, you know, a little bit of my, I watch these criminal shows and lawyer shows all the time. So it just popped up in my head that, hey, he said that when Austin would, you know, get to these athletic events at school, that he would get fired up and he would turn into a different person. I mean, if I'm a defense attorney, I am maybe using that in a court of law, especially when my client is claiming self-defense and self-defense because he was basically outsized in this tragic fatal brawl that they got into. Flashback asked, was it really about race or school colors? And I'm going to tell you right now, officially, that isn't the case. They didn't know each other prior. There's no talk about them chirping back and forth on social media or anything like that. We are definitely going to have to sit back and watch this case. Luckily, this case you'll be able to view it on the legal channels and websites. What's good, Ramit? You'll be able to watch this case, unlike the Diddy case, where only thing you can see is criminal sketches and people tweeting about it because they don't allow courts in the federal courts. So, what are we cheering for? I would like to see the Diddy trial. I'm not going to lie. I am interested in watching this.
Hey,